times we're living in are some very detrimental times, and the things that are about to come upon this earth, and the devastation that's about to come upon this earth, you know, if you're not part of the elect, you're going to get caught up into a lot of things, you know, that people are not going to be ready for. That's what the scriptures say, and knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. You know, because if you don't have Yahweh Bashem Yahushai on your side, when all these catastrophes start happening and all this calamity and commotion start happening, you're going to bug out. You know, you're going to end up killing yourself. You're going to end up dying, you know. But the thing about it is, you know, we as men in the truth, you know, we're in the truth, but we're still in the flesh. So you're going to have certain things that you're going to be dealing with, you know, and it's going to come upon you, you know, the cares of your everyday life, things that you have to do in your everyday, you know, and eventually when it comes down to it, you know, if you get caught up, you know, into whether it be a concentration camp or being held somewhere, you know, by these different troops that are coming, you know, you're gonna be in the flesh, and you're gonna have certain things that's gonna be going through your mind, you know. But the thing is, we have to fight those things, you know, using the scriptures. Now this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. Meaning that whatever you're going through, other men are going through the same thing, you know. And whatever you're going through, the Lord, if you're part of the elect, the Lord is not going to put more on you than you can handle. All right? It says, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. So whatever situation you find yourself in, you know, all we have to do is trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and He's going to deliver us from that situation. Okay? Now, let's go from there to Psalms, the 37th chapter. Because, you know, you as people out here in the world are walking in their everyday life and doing things in the everyday that they do, you know, they thinking that they're going to continue on here forever and their children are going to go to college and all of that. They're not really seeing what's being done behind the scenes. Now, these devils are preparing to wipe out 6.5 billion people off the planet, to so-called maintain a small number so that they can control the masses more easily. And this is Psalms 37 and verse 23. It says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and He delighteth in His way. So the men that the Lord is dealing with and put His Spirit upon, the Lord is going to direct their steps. He's going to guide them through whatever hardship they may find themselves in. It says, though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for Yahweh upholdeth him with His hand. And what's that? The Lord is going to sustain you. He's going to put the Spirit on the angels to watch over you, because there's a hedge over each and every one of us. You know, even the Apostle Paul said, you know, that when the men were afraid because of the Euroclydon, which was that tempest, you know, on the ship, he said, look, fear not, for the angel of the Lord has been with me this night, and I am given to him. You know, so he said that he knew that they weren't going to be destroyed. So the same thing now. Each and every brother has an angel that's around them, protecting them from these situations. All right? It says 25. The steps, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So if you are part of those men, the Most High is going to make a way for you to be delivered, to have hope, you know, to be strengthened, you know, to be spiritually ready for what's coming. All right, I want to go to 2 Corinthians. I'm going to go to 2 Timothy chapter 4. And I'm just going to go straight to the point. This is going to be verse 17. 2 Timothy 4 and 17. And it says, notwithstanding, Yahweh stood with me and strengthened me. This is Paul, because there was a point where Paul was pretty much by himself. But the Most High strengthened him and encouraged him and gave him the strength to continue on, even if he had to do it by himself, which he didn't have to. He had men with him, but even if it came down to that, it says that by me the preaching might be fully known, and that all the Gentiles excuse me, or the Israelite foreigners might hear. And I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion. So no matter what happens, if you're a man of the Lord is going to deliver you. So the times that we come into, we have to reflect back on the things that happened to great men such as Daniel, such as Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego, such as Joseph, you know, when he was put in the prison, such as Jeremiah when he was put in the prison, as Peter, when Peter was put in the prison and James had his head chopped off. What happened? The Lord delivered Peter out of the prison because it was meant for James to suffer that fate, but not Peter. It wasn't Peter's time yet, you know. And back then the disciples and apostles and them got put to death. Why? Because it wasn't time for salvation. But that what happened back then was to seal their position in this time right now, seal their lot. Because it tells you in the book of Daniel that many of them that are righteous, they're going to fall so that they can be tried and made white. You know, so if you fall into one of those predicaments, then the Lord is going to deliver you. You know, because we're at the time now for the Lord to show his great power. You know, but if case be that happens, then hey, well that was the road that the Lord chose for you, for that particular individual. But you're still going to glorify the Lord because the Lord said that the dead are going to rise up first. They're going to be the first one that's going to go into the chariots, which are the so-called UFOs. All right. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall deliver me. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall deliver me from every evil work. It says, and will preserve me unto his heavenly kingdom, to whom be glory forever and ever. So basically, the Lord, you know, if you're a man of the Lord is going to deliver you from the things that are coming in this time now. I got one more scripture. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and verse 10. And it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. And you know, this is what we're doing. The men of great millstone, beginning with the apostles on down, we're keeping the words of the Lord's faith. You know, we're suffering those things. The things that people are saying falsely against us, you know, and talking all kind of stuff about us and scoffing at us. You know, but we have to deal with that. And it's fine. Because we've been doing it and we're going to continue to do it, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Now the main hour of temptation is the microchip. But there's going to be other things that's going to be happening, you know, leading up to that. You know, there's going to be civil unrest in the streets. There's going to be race wars, race riots. There's going to be famines. You know, there's going to be martial law troops up and down the streets. So where if you walk down the street, you're not going to be able to walk down the street. Because they're going to snatch you up and put you in prison. Like they show you in that movie, Handmaid's Tale at the beginning. You know, at the beginning you had the man and the woman and the daughter. They thought that they had escaped. And what happened? The man got shot. The woman got put in a concentration camp. And the daughter was sent somewhere else. Okay, so these things that are coming are going to be serious. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And that's the bottom line. You know, because the reason why we're doing what we're doing is because we know that there's a reward coming. So when all this calamity starts coming, the Lord already warned us of these things. That's why he told his prophets to go out and warn the people. Because if you warn the people and they don't listen, that's on them. Their blood is on their hands. But our job is to warn the people. So if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. And only the elect are going to get it. And 2/3 are going to suffer that calamity and that destruction. And that's the things that are happening. And those are the things that are going to happen in these times that we're living in.
They might have the flesh, and know what tribe they're from, but the spirit is not within them, man.